So with this, then we get into the 8 different types of profiles. So some will be very much dynamo, and then others, like in the corners, it's a combination of dynamo, blaze, for instance, and then you have blaze, tempo, and steel. So creators are ideas people. Come up with ideas, great at starting things, not very good at running things. So you find a lot of blaze creator entrepreneurs would have, at a certain point, can have multiple companies but not run any of them, because they keep changing things. And then you have the star, which is the frontman. The stars are comfortable to be speaking in front of people. They're okay to shine the light at the product or people, and all of these actually create wealth in different ways. And then you have the supporter. The supporter is very good at bringing the people together, because they can understand these people, or creative people, and translate that to people who do. So the supporters then are very good. They can understand the different people doing stuff and who. Then we have the deal makers. The deal makers have got the blaze people side, and then the sensory timing side, where they know the people and they also know what's going on. So they usually in conversations, they'll be the ones who say, oh, I know somebody I can introduce you to. I know this. And a lot of times they even have like 2 phones. To people. There's a guy. Cool. Let me connect you to this one, and that one. And they create their wealth in those deals. These ones create their wealth by bringing the people together. These ones create their wealth by shining the light on stuff that they haven't made. These ones create their wealth by making stuff. And then you have the traders. So traders don't make stuff. They buy and sell, but they're very good with timing. So the point of this again is that one person's winning formula is another person's losing formula. Many of you, I'm sure you've been told about trading. You can trade, you can trade options and this and that and make lots of money. And you start watching that number going up. It's very exciting. The graph going up, but when it starts dropping, even if they've told you that it's time, you can't watch that go down. You sell at the wrong time. Then when it starts going up, you buy at the wrong time, and it's super stressful if you don't have this personality type. Whereas people here, they even know when to do it. They are totally in tune with the time. And then the accumulators don't make things, they actually buy and hold. So while this one will say buy and sell, this one says no, buy and hold. Okay? So as I'm going through this, you're already thinking of some of the people, right? Who say, no, don't create a company, buy good companies and don't sell them. And the accumulators would buy and hold, and they create wealth like that because they know the details, they also know the timing. Then you have the lords. The lord profile is about they know the detail and the control. So also sometimes like lords won't even own stuff, but they control like big industries. They know the numbers, and sometimes they can be seen to be ruthless because they've done the numbers. They know your business, how your business is doing, and they can just come and acquire it and got everything covered. And then the mechanics are good at systems. So systems, in terms of you got something that's running, then they can make a way better system. And with that, they create wealth by creating a better system. So I'll put some names. Some of the names, like people like Richard Branson, over 200 companies, doesn't run any of them, right? And then people like Oprah shines the light on companies and people. Oprah says, Eckhart Tolle's book is a good book, and it becomes a bestseller. Obama is a great guy, becomes a president, like that, like that, and create lots of wealth through that. And then same people like Steve Ballmer, I think now like Meg Whitman, I think, but they are very good billionaires. But this one was the the CEO of Microsoft. But without having to build Microsoft on that, he was the CEO, but very good with people. People like Jack Welch, same thing. Actually, Jack Welch, yeah. Jack Welch, knowing how to bring good people and create good teams and creating lots of wealth. The steelmaker. The updated slides, we've got a different person here. So deals. Okay, connecting the different deals and you make money in the deal. George Soros almost bankrupted the Bank of England. Very good at trading. So knowing the timing and stuff. Warren Buffett. How many companies has he created? Yeah, exactly. And what's his strategy? And what's the share price of Berkshire Hathaway? Class A. Somebody Google it. It's like, but yeah, I won't even say the number, but when you Google it, you see. But it's buy and hold. That's his strategy. While somebody else says buy and sell, another person says create, another one says no, don't create. Another one. So when you don't know which one is your profile, it gets confusing. That's why when somebody says, Richard Branson's book is the best book ever, another person reads it like, I can't connect, I don't get it. Another person says, no, if you want to be rich, read Warren Buffett's book. Another person like, it's not me, you know? You can't go through it. How many of these books you've started to read and you just can't go through, like you can't relate, and somebody else is raving about them? It's because of that. Like somebody else's formula is not your formula. And actually the opposite profiles, what one does, the other one tries not to do. And when you do that, and you're out of flow, and then you don't, you keep struggling, like you need to dial in to be that, but by default you go back to the other side. And so it's much harder. Then Lakshmi Mittal, Lord, still, he doesn't own the mines, you know, okay, maybe no. But, but yeah, the richest man in Britain is Indian, and he has a lot of that, like he's got control. And then Mark Zuckerberg wasn't the first one to create a social network, but his system was way better. So same thing with the McDonald's, like Ray Kroc created a better system, so a mechanic type. So with this, the thinking usually is that when you're creating wealth, right? The formula for wealth is value times leverage. So with that, like value is created through innovation or timing. You come up with something great, or you do something at the right time.